Hi there. It's great to have you back on my CryptoQ Media channel. An interesting and concerning discussion arose in the XRP community as a result of a legal development in a Ripple litigation, which is not the SEC lawsuit. I documented this process in a video. This has to do with a trial that was about to take place. The present trial, however, has its roots in a class action lawsuit that was initially brought in 2018. It turns out that Ripple was the victor in that particular instance. So it's not quite over. In the beginning of the film, it will set the stage so that you can understand the new material. Those things with the most far-reaching consequences ended up winning, you know. It is reasonable that, in light of the events leading up to the imminent jury trial, there was a great deal of confusion surrounding the matter. The jury will be considering the implications of the Howey test for XRP and the legality of particular transactions, thus many XRP holders understandably feel puzzled. Honestly, when I saw this news, I was just looking for solutions. This is due to the fact that a prominent and well-regarded attorney in the XRP community has offered an opinion. Also, he was worried that some states, like California and New York, may classify XRP as a security while others don't. It seemed like another XRP community attorney disagreed with the other legal's insights. I did, in fact, get to the bottom of that note. I will just set the framework in case someone was absent and has to be brought up to speed. Stewart, Ripple's chief legal officer, and Brad Garlin, the company's CEO, both came out the following day, which is today. That will be addressed in the first portion of the film as soon as feasible. Plus, they made everything clear. The circumstances of this 2018 case are impacting XRP's legal standing, according to their statements, which I will cite, and this case is really going to trial separately from the SEC litigation. As a legal tender, XRP's status is unaltered. The reasoning behind this, please allow me to explain. I am not a financial advisor and have never worked in this industry. Before we go any farther, I hope you grasp this. Oh, and please don't rely on my advice while making a purchase or a deal. Alright, making videos on YouTube about cryptocurrency is something I do for fun and as a hobby. All I am is an admirer. Alright, I'll take a few moments to explain some important things that will help you grasp the situation and the reasons why many in the XRP community were concerned about XRP's legal status following the most recent court ruling. So there you have it, the story of the CoinDesk. A California judge dropped part of the civil lawsuit against Ripple Friday, but the remaining securities case will proceed to trial. Let me just state the obvious, the headline on the CoinDesk is not true. In my video that dropped about 12 hours ago, I mentioned this item. Indeed, the facts of the case were addressed. It was necessary, though, to change the story's core topic. We XRP guys refer to the CoinDesk as the FUD desk since that's all they do. CoinDesk should have portrayed the developments as a major win for Ripple, but surprise, surprise, they didn't. With respect to Ripple and XRP, whatever the case may be, they can misrepresent Ripple and XRP anyway. That is what they do for a living. Their bias is plain to see. Also, since I arrived in the second half of 2017, members of the XRP community have been rather open about this. This place is familiar to me. So, all they're doing is practicing the CoinDesk. Regardless, attorney Fred Rispoli, who is a member of the XRP community, has voiced concern over this, and I will promptly communicate his views to you. According to him, the reason the 2018 Oakland class action case against Ripple was successful was because it had a positive effect on the company's bottom line, especially considering this new legal development. Trial is about to begin in this matter. Regardless, he brought up the fact that in the Oakland class action, the judge had granted Ripple's motion for summary judgment on the federal class claims involving unregistered securities and the state law securities claims. However, these successes were only formal. The case's trajectory has changed. However, in district court, a jury will have to decide if XRP is a security by looking at whether the cryptocurrency satisfies all three conditions of the Howey test. Preliminary evidence suggests that the plaintiff will likely settle out of court due to the little amount of damages at stake and the high likelihood of a disastrous jury verdict should the plaintiff triumph. Ultimately, the court has clarified that the issue of whether XRP is a security for retail buyers on an exchange is one of law and not crypto world policy. Nevertheless, the crypto community should keep pushing the federal government to pass legislation designating XRP as a security in California, even though this is not the case in New York. Consequently, that last section enthralled the vast majority of viewers. He claims that while XRP might be a security in some states, New York does not share this view. This seems to be the main reason why XRP has to take the Howey test. This, I think, is correct. Post a comment to correct me if I'm incorrect. Nonetheless, I think this is right. This is because of a 2017 remark by Brad Garlinghouse, in which he revealed his massive XRP holdings. Whatever the case may be, he was selling XRP at the time. Since I already gave my speech yesterday, I won't repeat myself in this video, but it doesn't bother me that he received a good money from selling his assets. Since it was a component of his remuneration package while working for Ripple, its sale is of no concern to me. Plus, we have no interest in this, but his assertions that he was long XRP were doing quite nicely. Just wanted to mention that I'm open to being long XRP and selling some of my stash if you're interested. This rules out the possibility of any compatibility issues between the two. Prior to making a determination, you must determine if any illicit securities transactions took place. For that reason, the Howey test would apply to these transactions. Hence, that basically states the case. The reasons for the continued air of mystery are clear, but what about the details of Judge Torres's decision? A member of the XRP community and attorney Bill Morgan has stated that token sales, and not token ownership, will be subject to the Howey test. He was trying to make the exact same point. Very well, I understand now, that makes a lot of sense. But what this means for XRP holders is still up for debate. I was able to get to the bottom of things, or at least understand if there was something to be concerned about, after asking many questions on XRP related subjects on the social media site and obtaining comments from the lawyers I follow there. In response to my column, Mark Fagel, a former SEC attorney, wrote this post in which he stated his thoughts on the subject and said that I shouldn't make the problem worse. The allegations against a Ripple executive of securities fraud have their roots in a California-based case. The court must rule on the existence of fraud before it can evaluate whether XRP was sold as a security. The SEC is requesting a specific remedy in its case, but the court has declined to provide it. Therefore, Ripple may not be too hurt by a negative decision, unless they decide not to sell XRP in this jurisdiction. You can understand his major idea by reading his writing. An executive of Ripple was accused of securities fraud in the California case. So, they haven't decided on anything else related to XRP yet, no matter what happens. Thus, it would have been against the law for them to conclude that specific transactions could be conducted using XRP. So that they could decide that Brad Garlinghouse made an improper statement. Even if they did so, it would only apply to that portion of California because it is at the district level. Whatever the case may be, it is completely irrelevant. For the time being, I ask that you subscribe to my channel and give my videos a thumbs up.